Yes, top of the morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Um, Happy MLK Day. Happy MLK Day. Did not go live yesterday. Did not go live yesterday. Had a lot going on, but I did get the content out, man. I want to say I did get content out. I just did not do no streams, man. I didn't do one stream, so maybe I'll make up for it today, being MLK Day. Um, but I got some stuff that I wanted to talk about yesterday. I'll definitely get that in today, right? Please share the content, post the content, things like that. I want to check the levels. Let's do a level check, right? I don't know how good I sound, man. That's another reason why I didn't go live. I had a lot going on. I did manage to get some good edits out, man. We'll speak about that in a hot second. I'm going to speak about that because I think my edits, my shorts, and those videos are exposing. Like I said, I've been exposing the boxing community or the fake community because the boxing community online is fake, man. Want to be celebrity fans, fake ass content, community clicks. And I think I've just been exposing that. And these guys don't like it. Let's see how we sound in that. Well, we sound great. Hit the like button, man. Likes are free, man. Run the likes up, man. Hit the like button, man. Right, hit the like button, brothers and sisters. Hit the like button. We're gonna get to the motion this morning. I'm gonna take my time. I'm not gonna rush. I might upset a lot of y'all. Cause that's what we do over here. We shake up the building. We upset the fake and the phony, right? We upset the fakes and the phonies, man. We upset the fakes and the phonies. All right, so I want to talk about a lot. No particular order. I let those guys that try to organize and do all that. That's y'all thing, right? That's y'all thing. I gave up on that. Not gave up on. I just don't do that no more. Cause I feel like whatever I do, is going to expose, and the people will be copying, man. Like I'm gonna give you a prime example, and I want to say shout out to my team. My team, all the guys, and this is you're a team member, right? And I want to give you your flowers, man. If you are somebody that sends me content, right? You're a team member to me. If you send me something, because that's what these bigger platforms, right? They have research teams. They have research people. So if you send me something, right, as and I want to shout out CW. CW and Gumbo do this all the time. That's why I made them generals, war council generals, even before they even knew it. And they probably thought it was because they always pay money and they are channel members. No, like I was arguing. Well, not even arguing. I just point shit out to people. I'll be like, yo, you always want me to do things for you financially, but when it comes to me and things for free, like a comment, a like, a share, that's free. You don't even do that, but you hit me up wanting me to help you out financially, right? financially, and you can't support or help for free. I had to break somebody down with that yesterday. Like, you're not for me, you're against me. But somebody sent me some. Right? Remember, what day was it? Yeah, these dudes are so disgusting, and I'm gonna really start stepping on them. Right? Um, for those of y'all that know, I've been selling merchandise from Jackal Fitness days. Right? T-shirts, hats, hoodies, all kind of stuff. Right? Um, so the other day, I got a team now. So I had on one of my jerseys, and shout out to Gumbo, me, Gumbo, a couple other people, Lady Sauce. We have some of the exclusive merchandise, and I was looking at the only person I dropped Gumbo's content on that Gumbo Sauce, right? Gumbo had on the zip up hoodie, so I happened to have on mine, and I went up in my gas station that I always go to that I frequent, and the guy gave me a compliment on the merchandise, right? He was like, "Yo, what is that?" And I was like, "What is what?" He was like, "What you're wearing?" And I was like, "Yo, this is mine. What you mean? This is my company, right?" And when he said that, I said, "You know what? I'm about to do a video. Fuck that." He acknowledged this brand like it was designer. And then I said to myself, "This is design. It's mine." And I did that video, right? There's somebody sent me a fish market move niggas be pulling. Like, bro, man. Don't, and that's why I put that thing. I say, yo, if you watch somebody and they inspire you, and then you try to, like, you're not on my level, man. And I gotta start giving it up to like this, man, because dudes really be doing backdoor activity, right? Motherfuckers think, listen, man, I've been dealing with merchandise for years, just like I've been dealing with content for years. The problem is motherfuckers stay in the bushes. They're jealous. So they can never acknowledge you, especially if they've been competing with you. And on social media, shout out to Sub Zero. I was watching you this morning, Sub Zero hit a spot on. Niggas, black niggas can never give a compliment. They have an inferior complex. You can have on something fly. And I remember this from growing up, man. Always having nice cars, rims and all that shit, right? Niggas could never be like, yo, man, some nice rims. That's a nice car. This niggas can't do that, man. They have that inferior complex, man. But appreciate y'all that's in here, man. We're gonna get started. 9 in the building, man. Hit the like button, man. Come on, run the likes up, man. Hopefully the likes is up, man. Donate to the channel too. And I want to address something. This clown dude, maybe I'll pull you up. Hold on. Where's my other phone? Where's my other device at? So I want to say your name. You said I was begging. Nigga, what do I look like begging? I go out and do Uber Eats. I fund my own war. But I'm doing what everybody else does. These guys sit online and scream on their listeners for super chats and donations, and they do it. But this guy had the audacity to say that I was begging, because in my video I said donate to the channel, hit the like button, and all that. So that's me begging. And now you know how I hit him with my balls. I said, damn, it's cool when they do it, huh? It's cool when they do it, huh? But we're gonna go over here first, man. And please, you guys be attempting to emulate. But when you attempt to emulate a person's format or how he delivers his content, but you don't come outside, you just get drowned and left behind. And that's what I've been doing. I've been leaving guys behind for so many years now. And I got a fire Shakur Stevenson piece I'm going to drop, because Shakur Stevenson is fucking up the chitlin circuit right now, man. He's looking big, buff, and strong. He's out there in Vegas training. Guys are getting nervous. A lot of people are jumping ship. They want to see Shakur lose, man. And it's unfortunate, man. They want to see, and I say this respectfully, Teofimo Lopez, you turned into a racist, right? These are the same. It's a lot of guys that want it, and I'm on record, right? And like I said, I never had no issues with Tio. My brother used to work for him. He was the
He was the what was let me I want to get his title official. He was the president of operations for Takeover Promotions. The president of operations for Takeover Promotions. He did a lot for TL. He no longer works with TL, but he has such moved on. He's been working with Edgar Berlanga, um, Pablo, other fighters though. But my brother was doing this to he, and that's why I used to stay off of TL. I didn't really I used to give him a pass because of my brother. All right, but it's funny now how a lot of these guys see. This is why I tell y'all pay attention to the content crows, right? A lot of these same crows that when T.O. was on his racist rants and shit, right? And Bud got on his bumper. And, well, Bud did more than that. We won't get into all that. Right? Um, they wanted him to get his ass off because he was a racist. Now he has a chance for a black Spaniard because shout out to Shakur, he's Spanish, but his mama is a black woman, right? Shout out to Mimi, my homegirl, right? She's a black woman, but now he has a black fighter that he's about to fight that has the opportunity to whoop his ass. Y'all, hold on one second. All right, y'all. I'm back. I'm not gonna rush. I'm not gonna rush, right? Like I said, because I didn't come on yesterday, so I'm gonna take my time. Um, but he has a black man in front of him that has the chance to beat him down for all of the monkey slander and apes and bananas and all of that, right? It's funny how, like I said, these are the niggas, man. The niggas don't want to see him win now. The jealous niggas that sit online, they don't want to see him win. They want to see him lose, man. I got a fire article that I put together. I got a team with my own content, man. That's what's I think that's what's really separating me right now. My brand is because a lot of the content that I'm using is my content, and you don't see that. I did a post on that yesterday. I was like, yo, the YTC consists of all reactions. Everybody's reacting to somebody else's work, right? I said, so when you have your own work, you're gonna stand out, whether they accept it or not. Because most of these guys, all they do is they sit around, they just regurgitate other things. Their program, YouTube boxing is High 97, Power 105. Depending on what programmer these guys are brainwashed by, that's all they do. They just watch their shit and they regurgitate it on the internet, and then they'll watch your shit and try to copy your format, right? But they don't be outside. That's neither here nor there, right? But a lot of y'all switched up on Shakur, and I got the receipts, and I'm gonna drop that probably after I finish this live stream. Um, we're gonna address that fight because we're in the countdown now. We're 2 weeks away. I think my cousin is coming to town this week. Him and his fighter, right, Buddy McGurk, because he's on that card. They will be arriving from across the pond. Um, who else? And you know, it is what it is, right? But let's get to this first. In no particular order, like I said, no particular order. We're just gonna randomly go through these fights, right? through things, right? Here it is right here. This is what I want to bang. Since this came up first, we'll go to this first, right? We're gonna go to this first, right?
He talks about this and that and about I was jealous of him. No, I'm not. You were a 2016 USA silver medalist.
Jealous.
You're gonna get your signing bonus and all that extra stuff. Thing was they were trying
to your
to
female, let me
secure
stop
him.
it. Let me stop it, y'all. Jealous. You was jealous, T.O. T.O., you was jealous. I'm not gonna go into it, right? Because I want these guys that don't watch my work to watch my work, and they'll do it. That's what they do, right? And that's how I front, because I'll be like, yo, I sparked that. You was jealous, T.O. And I'm gonna show you how you was jealous, right? This is what you just said. Yes, 2016. These guys were these guys were what? He was the silver medalist. He had a signing bonus. I believe you got jerked. You won pro, but you one thing I can say about you over Shakur, you do have more charisma. You are way more outspoken, but you were jealous because, like, look what you just said. You highlighted those things. He got a signing bonus. He was a silver medalist. Top Rank was moving him more, but you blew up before him, kinda, sort of. Right? Remember, you got the deal with Bud Light. You was doing your thing, man, and that's when, like I said, you were jealous. I stayed off of your heels because my brother worked for you. He worked with you, so I never really got on you, right? I gave you a pass. We call that giving him a pass. Give him a pass, man. I was giving you a pass, but you always been a hater / jealous, right? Remember you said, yo, Top Rank moves the black fighters. Gave you a pass, man. I was like, that nigga's hating, man. That nigga's hating, man. I remember calling my brother. I was like, yo, Drew, man, what's up with your man? Come on, man. He over here. He's hating. Remember, we seen each other. I got the receipts. A lot of that video went viral on the low. When we seen you at the Hula Theater and you came through, you was on Jihad style, you was on the source. You said, yo, man, you be bringing them into the corner, you be doing the Matrix and all that. You was on us, right? I got you on tape. That video went viral. A lot of these, I'm not going to give away all my source, what I do. But certain other channels took that content and they ran with it. That was at the Hula Theater. We was all on the card together. You seen Jihad and you was on the moves. You was like, yo, man, you bring him into the corner and you be doing all this. And then you even try to implement some of that stuff in your game plan. But, you're not a hater, though, right? You're not a hater. You watch the brothers. You love the black man, right? The brothers, right? And since it's Martin Luther King, we gotta keep it to. I had a dream. You love the brothers, right? Right? You love the brothers. Salute. Another general in the building. Appreciate you, NYT. Salute. Strength and conditioning coach at Shanewz Boxing, right there in the building. Right? But you was on it. You was on the source, right? But you always been kind of funny when it comes to the black guys, especially if they got the light, the lane. And now you're bringing that out with Shakur, right? But you surpassed Shakur. I ain't going to hold you. Shakur just now really getting to the motion with Reebok and other things. But you had Bud Light. You had Walt Disney World. You was rocking and rolling. And you started to feel yourself. But you know what you was mad about? You really wasn't getting the big paychecks. You really didn't get the big paycheck. And these guys were getting the bigger paychecks than you. I'm not going to go into the logistics of that. I'll let you guys that, that want to always go underneath me, behind me. You all do all that, man. I'm not doing none of that for y'all no more, right? But Tia, you always was a hater, man. What is your name? Dirty Fisher? Hit the like button, man. You just over here commenting, man. In a second, I'm gonna slide you up out of here, bro. Or I'm gonna get one of my moderators to slide you up out of here. You're not contributing to nothing important right now. But I see you in the chat.
in a different route because they had put a lot of money in him.
Yeah.
Me, I think I was just supposed to be an opponent eventually.
I know you
I mean, we were stablemates, me and Shakur,
was. You
top rank.
was.
He talks about this and that and about I was jealous of him. No, I'm not. You were
You
2016.
was jealous. I just broke it down why you were jealous, but it's neither here nor there. Because in 2 weeks, you guys are gonna fight. You guys are gonna fight. And now it's not gonna be an easy fight for Shakur, but I think it's a fight that Shakur can definitely dominate. I'm not gonna speak on that right now because, like I said, I got an article coming out. I'm gonna put the article out. But there's a lot of people that think that now that you can win. And I want to just say this for those of y'all that think he can win and he's gonna do this, right? What do you guys always say about Shakur? And shout out to my guy Wally Moses, right? I'm gonna just give away one gem real quick. What is Teofimo Lopez gonna do in the ring? This is to all these boxing hobos, right? You know, you guys are the hobos. You're comfortable on channels. Y'all got Shakur too. Check the vibes right here, though. These guys in here. This is why I don't listen to these guys or care to even sit around them because they want to be analysts and break shit down, but then their logic is off, right? So, not taking nothing from Teofimo Lopez, right? Great fighter, athletic, super talented, all these things, right? Shakur Stevenson, and shout out to my guy Wally Moses, right? Has always been an elite fighter on every level. That is why when I interviewed my cousin, shout out to Buddy McGirt, I had an expert. He's an expert, Hall of Famer, world champion, all these things. I wanted, and this is what I do over here, and I keep my receipts. I want to get the real, the official to speak on that experience because when I did it, I was overlooked out of jealousy. Even though I'm one of those guys, man, I'm in the gym. I've been around Hall of Famers, champions, the best of the best. You're the best around, right? But they can't accept it because it's me. So when my cousin was breaking down Shakur Stevenson, saying, yeah, I sparred with him, played around with him when he was a kid. Man, I knew he was special. Then you hear guys like Roy Jones and these legends, great guys, Terrence Crawford, Andre Ward, right? Then you listen to his grandfather, right? Say how Shakur was the best. You hear guys like Gary Russell, Gary Antoine Russell. These are all guys he's been in the ring with. Internationally, he's been in the ring, right? So this is for you guys that sit online and talk boxing, man. What style of fighting can Teofimo bring into the ring that is going to have Shakur Stevenson flustered? Like, oh, man. How do I adapt? Because y'all watch guys. The guys be like, yo, Teofimo's this, he's super athletic. What style is he gonna do? Right? Y'all heard of this is I watch niggas, man. Shout out to my people. They send me these niggas and I laugh. So I'm like, listen to these niggas, man. They don't make sense. Teofimo Lopez has the ability to do some unorthodox shit, right? Like a Roy Jones, and he's no Roy Jones. But like I just said, Shakur Stevenson has damn near been in the ring with everybody, whether sparring or seeing styles. Because I think he was like one of this right here. He broke it down. He said he was a silver medalist in the Olympics. He lost to Robesi Ramirez. Yeah, he's been fighting internationally since he was like 13, 14 years old. So what style is Teofimo going to bring in there? And I say that because I want y'all to catch the vibe. Brian Norman, Devin Haney, right? What style is Teofimo going to throw at Shakur? And he's going to say, man, it's not working. I can't figure him out. Let that marinate in, man. Because, you know, you guys on here saying that this, that, and the third. Yes, with the style, as far as being athletic and probably much the bigger fighter, maybe even the stronger fighter, yeah. Well, shout out to Bozy. See, if you know, man. Shakur Stevenson has been in there with cruiserweights, big guys, man. Strong guys. So I think he'll be all right with the power. And we all know his defense, right? He said he can't bring anything Shakur has. Exactly, man. But, you know, these guys sit online. They talk box. Yo, T, that's why I don't even waste my time. But like, I got time today, cuz. Yo, remember the white boy? I got time today, cuz. Yo, cuz I got time today, right? But yeah, 2 weeks away, man. Can't wait for this fight. Should be a great fight, great mix up. Um, but yeah, Tia, you've been jealous, man. You've been jealous. You've been moving funny, and you know your time is coming, man. Somebody got to win this fight, right? Somebody got to win it. Let's keep it skipping, right? All right, man. Shout out to
This the
CW
family tree.
thumbnails, man. This is CW thumbnails, man. This brother does a good job, man. Look at the artwork, man. He is the president of the arts and graphic designs at Shanewz Boxing. This is CW thumbnails work right here, man. I had to mute the music, man. But look at CW's thumbnails artwork, man. These drawings come from scratch, man. So a lot of the work that you were seeing, man, high quality work, man. Like I said, if you want his services, goods and services, just reach out to me. We can broker a deal for you. But this is CW thumbnails. Look at this. Look at this, man. Look at it. Shout out to my man Bernard down there in South Carolina that does the cooking. He like, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. That's CW thumbnails, man. Look at that artwork, man. Look at that. See, there it is. Look.
I just love the
Just stop it right there. Look at it. See how it came out? Look, I just had to show y'all the rough draft to the final. What's the name? Look at it. Great job, CW. And I think I'm going to incorporate one of your Shakur Stevenson joints in the article as well. I got a fire article coming out at some point today. You know me. I just do me now, man. I do me. I don't, because these dudes for years been thinking they was jumping in the way. No, they just crashed out. They don't know how to network. They're niggas, right? Dumb niggas don't know how to network. Dumb niggas know how to try to sabotage and compete. But you know why they do that? Read The Art of War, the 48 Laws, the Power, things of these nations. This is how these niggas move, because these niggas are programmed by an overseer, right? And I know a lot of your niggas overseers now, and I can't wait to catch them in traffic, because you know what I'm going to do to them? I'm going to put the squeeze on them. And then I hope they try to get aggressive, right? Because I've been in the gym, man. I'm ready to fight, man. I've been in the gym. T, you see me in the gym? How I'm looking, T? How I'm looking? I'll be in there with my young boys, man. My young boys is too young, man. They probably whoop my ass, man. I ain't gonna hold you. But some of you older niggas in my bracket that been talking shit, man, I know I'll whoop you niggas out, man. You niggas can't stand a chance with me, man. Half you niggas, all you do is put poison in your body, and I'm gonna punch you in your body and sit you down. But them young boys like Amani and Marley and Jihad, man, they whoop my ass. See, I know where I'm at in life. That's why I have a big gun, though, right? Them niggas will whoop me out, man. I'm about to be 47 years old. I can't do nothing with them niggas. Them niggas is young, strong, right? They in their peak, right? If we in the Pride Lion lands, right? Them niggas is running the Pride lands, man. My alpha days is over, right? I know that. I'm 47 years old, right? These are the young, strong, aggressive alpha lion males. They are the aggressive alpha wolves, right? They running shit. But you older niggas that talk about me, I will fuck one of you niggas up, man. Pop out the bushes. I'll wire your shit, nigga. Wire. Quick, fast, man. Quick, fast, man. You niggas been washed up. That's why you do washed up activities. You sit online. You hate from a distance because you niggas is dying, right? See, ain't them niggas dying? Niggas don't even take care of themselves. They dying. You niggas is looking like death. But I would dust one of you niggas off, man, in a heartbeat. And please, like I said, I'm registered, licensed, and carry, man. I want to kill one of you niggas for getting you dirty ass niggas. Like my man Joe Dini said, you're crazy. No, I'm not crazy. I'm a law-abiding citizen, man. One of these dirty niggas threaten me, I'm gonna end their life, man. Facts, man. Facts. Look at 50, man. Look at my cousin Boo Boo. 50 can fight. Yo, T, did you see that? Yo, look, 50 can fight, man. See, y'all be thinking 50 soft, right? 50 will beat these niggas up, man. He's trained. 54 in the Golden Gloves are trained for it, right? He's trained, man. Half these niggas that sit online that talk this tough shit don't even know how to throw a punch. They don't even know how to throw a punch, man. And like I said, a lot of these niggas is on drugs. They don't take care of themselves, man. They will get killed in a real combat way, man. Shout out to WCS World Combat Sport. These niggas that get killed, man. These niggas smoke shit. Yeah, they put nothing but poison in their body, man. A nigga will hit them in a bodily organ, their body is shut down, man. But look, 50 is trained to go, man. 50 can fight, man. Look at
Yo, 50 Cent actually got hands, man. Look at his movements and footwork.
Yeah. Look at his hand placement.
That was a real nasty counter. He's fast with it.
Hey, man. Yeah, look. Don't get beat up, man. See, a lot of you niggas be online, be extra tough because you be high and you be drunk. You be on drugs, man. But you run into somebody that actually been trained and may lose your life, man. You will lose your life, man. That's why, listen, man, I watched it, man. I watched a lot of niggas from the hood I know get beat up by white boys, right? Because you know why the white boys started beating them up, right? Because when the UFC evolved, right? A lot of the white boys that were punks and suckers, they started going to these UFC gyms, right? They was training. They was getting training, right? Niggas in the hood was never getting no training. Niggas in the hood was always living off a reputation. Oh, you sell drugs. You stand in front of the projects. You look intimidating, right? Yeah, I tell you, you gonna laugh. Yeah, niggas look intimidating. You sit in front of a store with a whole bunch of niggas. That's intimidating, right? Right? That is intimidating, right? You in the projects, you know, just loitering. That's intimidating, right? But when it boils down to it, and you really got to do something, that's not intimidating. These white boys was going to these UFC gyms. They was getting trained. They was learning how to grapple and throw punches and all that. They started beating the shit out of niggas, man. Right? Because niggas was never trained. Niggas, yo, the average nigga that sits online right now that talks that tough shit, man. Like I said, they cannot fight, fam. I see them all the time, man. I remember one time me and my brother, we was on the subway, and I told them, right? We was on I think we might have been on the J line. We was on one of the lines, and I was like, this white boy, he looked like he looked like a Wall Street banker. Yeah, when I tell you he beat the shit out of this nigga from Brooklyn, and I told my brother, right? We was all on the train. I said, the white boy gonna fuck him up. Right? And my brother was there. He was like, no, yeah. I said, right? Yo, you know my saying, you know the vibes, man. You know the vibe, right? You know the vibes, right? I'm big on energy. Yeah, this nigga, the white boy, was too calm. And I was telling my brother, I said, you see how relaxed he is? He's not scared. I was like, he's not intimidated, bro. I was telling my brother, I said, he's gonna fuck Buddy up, man. I said, he's calm. Right? I said, he's not scared. I said, the black nigga from Brooklyn's trying to scare him. He said, I'm from Brooklyn. I'm Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. I said, the white boy don't give a fuck about none of that shit, man. Look at him. He's just letting this nigga just rant and rant. I said, he's gonna fuck this nigga up. Sure enough, he did. Put him to sleep on the train and got off his exit. Got off at his stop. The black nigga that was menacing and loud and obnoxious, he was asleep. Got put to sleep. You know why? Because he was a loud mouth. He was loud like a motorbike. The white boy was trained, man. He was calm. The moment the dude got in his comfort zone, he struck on him. Come on, put him down. My brother laughed. I said, I told you, man. I said, I seen it a mile away. I said, dude is too calm. I said, normally, that shit that he pulled, and the reason why he did that, because he probably did that same stunt 100 times, menacing and scaring people, and it got him over. But this kid right here looked like a Poindexter cornball. He was trained. He was calm and collective, defended himself, put the nigga out, man. Had him sleep on the train, man. Nigga was asleep, man. Got put to sleep, man. Probably missed his stop because he was out. White boy got right off. The white boy got right off at the next stop, man. Facts, he found the right one. White boy got off at the next stop on some Clark Kent Superman shit. Probably wasn't even his stop, but he knew he just assaulted somebody, and he got off real smooth on some Equalizer. What was my man's name? And what was son's name in the movie with Jamie Foxx and Tom Cruise? That nigga was a killer. Tom Cruise was the killer. He was running around with a suit on, a briefcase. That's how the white boy got off the train. Like a killer, calm and collected. And then probably jumped back on the next one, because I don't even think that was his stop, man. But he just got up because he knew he just put down an assault. He probably didn't want to get locked up. Yeah, man. It goes down like that. And that's how a lot of these niggas is. They loud, obnoxious. They ain't doing nothing, man. They ain't doing shit, man. They want bust a great, right? But let's move on. Shout out to Tony Yayo. Listen to what he said. Play that too. Listen to what Yayo said, though. This is one of my.
When people seeing you level up, they got evil eyes. That's why I pray every night to God.
Yeah, they got evil eyes, man. Yeah, this is arguably right here one of my favorite knockdown outs, right?
He's dropping most of them.
Victor Ortiz.
By the eye, kick him down the middle.
Right? Yeah, he was so frustrated because he was trying to get off. And Mayweather's defense was top tier. He could not get off, right? Mayweather was swerving and slipping all of that shit. And this nigga tried to use his head, right? Now, a lot of people were mad how Mayweather popped his head off after they cut back from the clinch. But Mayweather did absolutely nothing wrong. What is the number one rule in boxing, man? It's a couple of y'all in here. Put it in the comments, man, if you're in here. What's the number one rule in boxing, man? What do they tell you, man? Please, if you're in the bushes, comment, man. Comment, man. What's the number one rule in boxing, man? What is the number one rule in boxing before I go on and play the rest of this clip, man? Put it in the comment section, man. The number one rule in boxing, man. The number one rule in boxing, man. Hit and not be hit. Yes, that's a good one. But I'm talking about what does the ref tell you, T? What's the number one rule that the ref tells you, man? What's the number one rule the ref tells you, man? They tell you in the back, when they give you the instructions in the back, they say it all the time in the ring, but in the back, especially. I was in the back. I remember being in the back, hearing the ref say this. What's the number one rule that the ref tells you in the ring? There it is. Thank you, T. That's why you are a general, right? Protect yourself at all time, right? So when we gonna watch this clip, right? Yeah, they was mad at Mayweather, right? Watch this. Mayweather did nothing wrong right here. Watch this. And I highlighted you. Look, right? Y'all hugging now, man. Look. Hug the brother right there. Touch gloves again. Don't
be doing that. Don't be doing that.
Protect yourself at all times. Look, he's telling me to go back. Look. He's telling me to go back. Protect yourself at all times. Look. Mayweather popped his fucking. Yeah, what did he do wrong, man? What did he do wrong? I remember going to work and I had to break this down to some of my co-workers. I said, yo, y'all niggas is wilding. Right? I was like, yo, y'all wilding. Mayweather cheated. Where did he cheat at, man? The nigga that cheated was dude. He tried to use his head. Where did Mayweather cheat at right there? Yo, you hugged him, you apologized. You touched gloves once, you touched gloves twice. You damn near touched gloves 3 times. The number one rule in boxing is protect yourself at all times. Protect yourself at all times. Joe Cortez told y'all to get it on again, man. You knew you was goofy. You knew you was goofy. He was a goofy. And he got done like a goofy, man. Content, man. How's the content looking, man? I might have to timestamp that and use that, man. You know, we doing different type of content over here, man. Hit the like button. Likes is free. We are rocking and rolling. Likes are free, man. Likes don't cost you nothing. Hit the like button, man. Right? Hit the like button. Likes are free, man. Oh, man, y'all running my likes up. Thank you. Thank you so much. I got 5 likes. All right. That's a lot better, man. We're trying to get to 10, though. I've been on for 40 minutes. Let's get to 10 likes. Let's get the donations rolling and hit the Cash App. Oh, I didn't even put my Cash App up, man. I forgot to do that. I'll do it at some point. But keep the likes coming up. But yeah, I always loved that, man. I loved it this right here.
Rookie mistake there. It's up to 7 and 8. He's not going to make it. 9 and 10.
This is when pay-per-view was popping, right? I remember watching this fight. I was staying well, my brother had the apartment. He had an apartment, him and his girl. They were staying. This is around. We used to have a lot of beef. Yeah, we had a lot of beef. We was moving around. I remember this. We had a lot of beef in the hood, right? He was staying on Broadway. The Broadway by the train station. The opposite side of the railroad, and that little Pious house over there, man. Right, this is when we was running around, turning it up, and I remember watching the fight over there that night. Remember T, I had moved T. This is when I had my honeycomb hideout on the South Shore, but I used to still come to the hood. I was still running around. I had moved out of the projects, and I remember my brother was living over there. I used to always go over there and kick it with him. Right. I remember these were the real pay-per-view days, man. This is when pay-per-view was popping. I remember we ordered the fight. I ordered a whole bunch of food from Maria's Chicken and Ribs. I had it catered and all of that. And I remember being over there. That's what we had. I had the Dodge Nitro. Remember that rod, T, the Dodge Nitro? Yeah, they said we was rolling like They said we was rolling like motherfucking CMB, right? The Cash Money Brothers, right? The Dodge Nitro. Remember the Nitro T? Black on black. Yo, the Nitro. I had the Nitro T. Remember the Nitro? I mean, they said, yo, man, niggas jumping out of the Nitro, lighting niggas up. Yeah, remember that T? I had the Dodge Nitro. Black on black, man. Yeah. Black on black, Willie. They go back now. Fuck your monkey ass up. Right? Yo. Remember that shit? Yeah. I had the Nitro. I was lighting niggas up, man. I was lighting niggas up in the Nitro, man. Black on black, Bailey. They go black now. Right? I had the Nitro. But I remember that fight vividly, man. I was like, yo, man. I mean, a couple of my coworkers was arguing. I said, yo, man, y'all niggas is crazy, man. Yeah, he cheated. I said, yo, how the fuck did he cheat, man? The number one rule in boxing is protect yourself at all times. Cheating is, look, this is how he would have cheated, right? And would have been disqualified. If the ref would have said break, right? And still, even then, you got to protect yourself at all times. The ref didn't say break or nothing. The ref told them to get it on. Joe Cortez was like, yo, mix it up, right? This nigga was just out of pocket, got his head popped off, man. I always remember that, though, man. I always remember that, man. Good times, man. Good times, man. All right, we're gonna go on, right? I'm gonna get to this right here, man, because I broke this down right here. Yesterday was his birthday, man. Yesterday was his birthday, 23 years old, man. First fighter ever to Shanewz Boxing, man. Shanewz Boxing LLC, man. He made history for me, man. And I made history as a content creator that does no views, nobody watched the like. I was able to secure and be a part of this guy getting a major managerial contract and promotional contract with Top Rank. Yeah. And all I did was come online and share my experiences. And people pretended that they didn't know who I was. They wanted to compete with me over content. But this is right here, my last boxing topic, and then I'm gonna get on some other right here. I seen this the other day. I commented. I wanted to talk about this yesterday, but like I said, yesterday it was hectic. It was a travel day. It was a lot going on, right? It was snowing. It was a lot, man. This right here, right? It's over, bro. It's over. You're gonna say, yo, why are you saying it's over? I'm gonna tell you why it's over, right? This is Jamal Charlo sparring. This is Jamal Charlo sparring, right? They leaked this out. Big Maul, undefeated fighter. It's over for them, bro. Right? He's a former world champion, undefeated fighter. They have no motion. They have no motion right now. Those guys are done. Right? When he had motion and he was that guy, Lions only, they would have never done this. They would have never put out a sparring clip of him getting work, getting rounds, right? They are doing this right now because they are dead stinking. They have no motion. They have nothing going on. They are trying to get attention. He's probably trying to get a fight. And hopefully he does, but they're done. This right here, let me know that. They released a sparring clip to try to generate some buzz. Fight Hype and many others put it out, and I said it in the comments yesterday. I wanted to speak on this yesterday because when I seen it, I was like, yo, it's over. It's over. You know why I know it's over? His brother came out, former unified, undisputed champion, right? He wants to fight Boots or Virgil Ortiz. It's over for these niggas. It's over. They have no motion right now. And it's crazy to see them like this, right? Because remember, the narrative used to be that they were the biggest. Those guys over there, they were the biggest. Now they are on the sides. They are begging for fights. They're doing desperate plays for attention. They are doing Yo, this dude put out a sport. Yo, listen. 5 years ago, a couple y'all in here, man. 7 in here. Put in the comment section, man. Feedback is free. Feedback. This is feedback. Feedback is free. When he was in the height of his career, do you think they would have released this right here? Put it in the comments, man. I'll wait for somebody to comment. There's a couple y'all in here. We DJing right now. Kiffy. I'm at the desk, man. Don't miss out because this is the last boxing topic. This is the last boxing topic, man. And his heyday, do you think they would have released this right here? Do you think they would have released this? And his heyday, y'all. Do you think they released that, man? Put in the comment section, man. That shit is making this round. I wanted to talk about it yesterday. And his heyday. Do you think they would have released that, man? Hell no. That wouldn't have came out, man. Look how it's coming out now. Look how it's coming out now. Not only is it coming out, they're trying to get buzz off of that, man. They're trying to get buzz off of that. Hell no. Nah, they wouldn't have. They wouldn't have, man. They would have never showed him getting work or rounds. None of that, man. They don't have no motion no more, T. They have no motion. And they shouldn't. They shouldn't, man. Because they're older now, man. Like I just said earlier, they don't run the Pride Lands no more, man. It's time for these young guys, man. It's time for these young guys, man. See, I just think that, you know, when these guys was in charge or in the forefront, they all moved funny. They were gatekeepers. They abused their position. And now look at them. They're on the outskirts, man. They don't matter no more. They don't matter. You know why they don't matter? Because their fan base that got caught up in that whole PBC shit facade. They didn't really support these are the people, right? That I put out this thing, and I'm gonna read it, right? These are the people that's like this, respectfully, right? I called them the hobos. I called them the channel hobos, man. See, the channel hobos, they brought the value down, right? You know who the channel hobos are? That is the YouTube boxing community that devalues the program. Not hating, this is just math. If you're a boxing fan, content supporter, but you sit on live streams for 3 to 4 hours and clicks and groups and crows, then you jump to another stream and you do the same 3 to 4 hours, and you keep repeating this cycle across platform to platform, that's not support. That is called nomadic behavior and activity. No loyalty, no conversation, no premier engagement. This behavior lowers the property value. That is what happened with the PBC. The PBC had so much of this. And I used to tell these people this, like, yo, you always worried about my views, but I'm bringing butts into the seats. All these guys that you say do views and all this, that, and the third, where are their actual supporters at? I don't see them coming to these fights, which I do see them doing, sitting online for hours and hours gossiping. They're never at the fights. Their fan base, right? That is why, and I tell CW this, I tell Gumbo, I tell my team this. I'll be like, yo, this is why I don't like panels. I don't like to be on panel, because you'll be on the panel with somebody and they don't have no value, right? I used to tell this one brand killer nigga, because he was a brand killer. I had to be like, yo, nigga, you a brand killer, nigga. I don't want you on my platform. You're going to run the money away, nigga. You're a brand killer, man. You think it's cool to come on the platform and look ignorant, look like a nigga. You look like a nigga. You look like a nigga. You bring the value down, nigga. You bring the value down. You like a nigga that's just sitting around. You know, if you have a home, you own a home, and niggas is always sitting in your front yard, that brings the value down, nigga. That's what a lot of these YouTube boxing niggas is. You sit on the Craig Dummy channel. And shout out to Frank Smart. Hopefully you good, Frank, wherever you at. My guy, Frank Smart. You commented something because you're starting to catch the source. You say, yeah, that's the dumbing down effect. When you got 30,000 subs, but you go live, you got 30 people watching you. Fake numbers, fake views, right? Or you do, niggas be out here frauding, man. Pay attention to this. You put out a video and your video does crazy numbers, but then you go live and your live stream doesn't even come close to those numbers. Fake numbers. But yet you're on live for hours and hours with mad people sitting on your freeloader, basically, sitting around, but you're not doing numbers. YouTube boxing hobo shit, man. YouTube boxing hobo shit, man. Well, let's move on now, man. That was the boxing segment. Look, I damn near gave you a good hour of boxing. And check out my videos. They're doing very well. Shout out to Two-Tone. Two-Tone, be careful, man. Brian Norman Sr. might want to fight you. And you see, I love how I did that, right? Because this is the guy that called me a fuck nigga. You look like the fuck nigga now, right? But I used somebody else's content that killed you. And all I did was a reaction to him killing you, right? Because when I used to do these things, it's cool when they do it. And the problem when I do, right? Shout out to Greg Hackett, another guy that kills you. But he's not killing you. He's just pointing shit out, right? It's funny how, and just like I said, you're a coward, right? Because you really want to get at Derrick James, but Derrick James will probably get up on you and whoop your ass, right? Shout out to my boy Corey. Corey was like, he don't want it with Derrick. Derrick probably don't want it with him either. But instead of him addressing his issue with Derrick, because Derrick is the one that took his job, he wants to fight a content creator. Right? He's mad at these guys. No, you're mad because You sat on the chitlin circus crashing out when you should have been locked in and focused as a world champion coach. But you was too comfortable sitting on platforms, and I say this respectfully, with chitlin circuit motion, right? And you was gonna fight on the grand stage, right? Now look, had you locked in, right? Had you locked in and say, yo, fuck YouTube boxing, fuck these chitlin circuit shows with these fake subs and views. We're gonna shock the world. My son is gonna go out here and knock Devin Haney. You know how big you would have been right now? Right now, you're big in a market that it doesn't matter how big you are. The YouTube market is a smoke and mirrors market, right? Half of these niggas that sit on YouTube, like I just said, they buy views, they're buying subs, right? Not only that, their audience that listens to them does not go to the fights, right? Do me a favor today. When you see these guys today that's going to do these live streams and they're going to sit online, because, you know, they block my comments, right? But shout out to Frank. Shout out to CW, Gumbo, T, you know, the team, Corey, Shadow, different people. When you pull up to these chat and these niggas is in here engaged and be like, yo, did you buy a ticket? Yeah, let's put that in there. Be like, yo, you got a ticket? Ask these niggas how many tickets they bought. Be like, yo, did you buy a ticket? Are you going to the fights? Are you going to the fights, man? Are you going to the fights? Did you purchase a ticket? What section are you sitting in? How many tickets did you buy? Right? Ask these guys that, man. Be like, yo, did you get a ticket? What section are you sitting in? Right? What section are you sitting in? Did you get a ticket, right? Ask these guys that, man. Like I swear, I'm telling you, these guys sit online, and a lot of these guys, they continually talk about nothing. They didn't even purchase a ticket to the fight, man. Haven't, won't, and probably most likely will never, right? But look, I gave you a good half hour of boxing. I want to switch lanes real quick, man. I want to switch lanes real quick. 7 in the building. Hit the like button, man. Likes are free. Likes are free, man. I did not come on yesterday, man. I want to talk about something else. Hold on. Let me pull it up. Yeah, did you see me and my daughter, right? Yeah, look. I told you, man, the new content, right? Look at this, look at this, look at this, look at it. I gotta mute it though. Let me make sure I mute it because I know it. Look at it. Yeah, look at this. That is the Youngstown kid right there. Look at this. Look at that. Hall of Famer right there, man. Receipts. That's receipts right there. Look at it. Right? But you know my favorite one. It's over there. Appreciate every people that's hitting the like button. That's the Youngstown kid. But this one right here is my favorite. Michael Spinks. Did you see me and Michael Spinks? I got to chop it up with Champ, man. He's a little slower, but still, man. Michael Spinks only lost to Mike Tyson, man. Only lost to Iron Mike Tyson. Here he is right here. Me and Michael Spinks, man. Me and Michael Spinks, man. War Eagles, man. Now that's the original Madison Square Garden ring right there. Look at that. Look at it. Look at that. Artwork right there, man. Look at that. Oscar the Boxing Trash Grouch. Remember that? Yeah, yeah. Look, look. You see how I take all the receipts. Remember they tried to say that about me. I was mad. Why would I be mad when I have a healthy catalog of stamps, certification, receipts, tracks that I have left in the sand of things that I have accomplished, done, and did in boxing? And you niggas that try to put these things on my jacket have yet to do anything. Anything. Anything? Yes, anything in boxing. Besides, come on and sit around. You niggas brought the value of the game down. Yes, you did. You brought the value of the boxing game down to the point where now, like I said, I podcast boxing. This was a good hour, but I do more trending topics, right? And that's what I'm going to shift to right now, right? Or maybe I'll end this one and I'll come right back on. I might just do that. I'll keep this boxing and just do another one, right? Do back to back. I want to talk about Gucci Man getting robbed, man. It's going down, man. The Memphis niggas backdoored him, man. Young Gotti, Yo Gotti. But I think Gucci bought it on himself, man. Gucci bought it on himself. I want to talk about that, man. But I'm not going to put that in this boxing one, man. If anybody has a relevant boxing topic they want me to discuss, put it in the comment section. We got a big fight week, man. You know the fight that I'm eager to see? It's an East Coast kind of clash, right? Khalil Cole, Mr. Pick Up Your Mans, right? Khalil Cole and Jesse Hart. That is Khalil Cole is Jersey City. I interviewed that brother. Check it out. It's on my catalog. The Ape. Yo, Khalil Cole was cold, right? Coming out of the amateurs. He caught like an armed robbery charge. He was in the streets. Real nigga. Like you guys like to say. Real nigga. I'm sounding like Storm Buck Wild, Taurine, right? He was a real nigga, man. He was active in the streets. Jersey City, right? Khalil Cole. He's fighting Jesse Hart out of Philly. Should be a good fight. Jesse Hart is a vet, man. I'm eager to see that fight this Saturday. Also, I want to see Shakur's nephew. Not nephew, cousin. I always say nephew because I think about his mother. His cousin, Zakai. Zakai reminds me of Marley. Him and Marley look alike. Marley sparred with him. Marley's a young hitter, man. Marley got a lot of experience with a lot of professional guys, man. But Zakai's fighting. Zakai's on that card and that Vegas card. You know, that's gonna be the first good card. And then the following week, like I said, not this Saturday, but next Saturday is Shakur and TL. Oh, one more boxing topic. I almost forgot. Right? They're not gonna give me my flowers. Bernie, shout out to Bernie. I see yo, Bernie, you done stepped it up, player. See, I ain't no hater. Right? Niggas out here be hating. Yo, Bernie got a whole nother situation going on, man. As he should, man. And more people, y'all should subscribe and get with him. He's an actual player. But he has a studio now. He's stepping it up, and that's good, man. But Bernie has come out, and because remember, I said, yo, that happened on their watch, man, with Keyshawn Davis when he missed weight. Because I remember, Bernie, you was on me, brother. Remember when Jahad missed weight? He was at the Stewart Hotel. You told me, like, nah, man. Nah. And I brought that up, man. That's what I do. I said, damn, fam, you scolded me about that. But Bernie has come out, man. Bernie, yo, shout out to the good brother, Cherry, man. Military man in here. You are a War Eagle, too. There he is, man, in uniform, man. Navy guy like my father. My father was in the Navy, man. My father was a Navy man. Very militant Navy man. Been around the world, man. My father been all over the world. But yes, Bernie has come out and said that Keyshawn Davis could have made weight. See, I knew it was going to come out. He could have made weight. He didn't want to make weight. And a lot of people were saying that he didn't want to fight Edward De Los Santos. Because remember, listen, man, not for nothing. They be saying that a lot of these guys be getting moved, man. And I remember, right, he was trying to front on my boy, man. You know, Abdullah's my boy, man. I rock with the Masons, man. The Masons is family to me, man. Like, one thing about me, fighters that showed me love, I give that back, man. I give that back. I remember I met them and worked with them when he was 17 years old, man. We was all in Tulsa, Oklahoma together. We ate and broke bread. That family showed me love. I was always in the gym, right? I was fresh home. I was in the gym in the morning. It used to be me, him. Well, Abdullah was resting because Abdullah was kind of weak. But it used to be me, him, and his brothers, right? And Mark Krieger. We used to be in the gym downstairs in the hotel. That was my routine, man. Because I was like, I wasn't trying to drink alcohol and shit like that, man. We was in a motherfucking casino, man. right? We was in the casino, man. You know that, yo, look, man. That's what, yo, for like somebody that's battling addiction and all that shit, right? See, I can own my shit, right? I used to like to drink, right? So if you're battling that type of shit, yo, a casino is the worst place to be because you can get alcohol any time of the day. And look, I had a damn, yo, every time, man, I ain't gonna hold you, man. One thing about Top Rank puts you in nice rooms and all of that, man. I could have gotten a lot of trouble in Tulsa, Oklahoma, right? We all, look, it was normally, right? I might have Marley or Joe Dini, right? I might have somebody with me in my room, right? We have our rooms, right? This was the first time I didn't have nobody. We all had our own rooms. Coach Terry had his shit. Jihad's dad had his. Jihad had his. And I had mine. Nobody else was with us, right? WCS came in. I think WCS flew in on that Saturday. WCS kicked it with me that Saturday, and then we all left Sunday. But I was there from, man, I could have gotten a lot of trouble. But I stayed focused, man. I was walking the golf course, right? I stayed locked in my room, man. I did go down to the casino a couple times, but I just got sodas, right? I was getting sodas, right? Keeping the move. Because, listen, you can get in a lot of trouble in them spots, man. But I used to go down to the gym and work out with those guys and shit, because Abdullah and them stayed right across the hall from me, man. And then I ended up shooting his fight. But I remember kicking it with them, and I got the pictures and shit. I showed the pictures. And I was telling his dad, his dad was like, yo, if I go to New York and I say Sauce, right, they're going to know who you are. I said, hell yeah. I said, these niggas is haters. That's why his dad fuck with me now to this day. I said, yo, these niggas is haters, man. I said, I come from the hating. New York is the haters. When niggas don't want to give you your acknowledgement, like I was talking about earlier. Niggas don't know how to say, yeah, I know him. Yeah, he puts in work. They're jealous. And I remember telling his dad that, like, these niggas know me. My stamps is certified out here, right? But shout out to Abdullah. I wasn't feeling Keyshawn when he tried to front on Abdullah. But I seen Abdullah's energy. Abdullah said, y'all do my talking with my hands, nigga. Now Abdullah got his belt, man. Abdullah's that guy, y'all. I told y'all that. Yo, word to the source, right? I don't know if this broke yet. Sticking in that division. I heard De La Hoya and them trying to make a play. Tank Davis lost his belt. Well, he's the champion and resets or something. I heard they trying to elevate Kid Austin, y'all. Did anybody hear that? I bet you if they elevate him, all the niggas that been on the sideline hating on his dad, they're going to be looking goofy. Because word to the source is Kid Austin might get elevated or fight for that belt now, man. That's going to really shake up the the 135-pound division, right? Won't that shake the 135-pound division up? Put it in the comment section, man. We talking boxing, y'all. Yo, Daffy, stop touching my shit, man, before I fuck you up. I'm about to fuck Daffy up, man. Won't that shake up the 145-pound? I mean, 145. I'm making up weight divisions, man. Forgive me. Yeah, that's gonna shake up the 135-pound division, right? Look, let's look this up real quick. We at the desk. This is boxing, man. Come in here and enjoy this, man. I don't do this all the time anymore, man. I'm just being honest, man. Because to me, it's like the boxing community. They turn me off, man. They turn me off, man. Look. Yes. Here we go. Right here. Look. Close out of that. Let's show you what we're over here doing. Let me see. All right. Let's look at this real quick, y'all. All right. Now you see what I said? 135 ratings, right? This is the ratings as of December. So this is pretty much fairly new. I gotta go get a tissue. All right. World Boxing Association. Right? Y'all following this? Lightweight right here. Now look, this guy right here, I think he hasn't been active in forever, right? We're gonna look it up together, y'all. See, now, smash the light button. Hold on, let me go get a tissue. Y'all probably heard me blowing my nose all the way over there in the bathroom. That's how good this microphone is, man. All right. So y'all following this? Y'all watching this, right? Let's make sure y'all see this and can hear this, right? All right. So if we look, right, Gervonta Davis is now the champion in recess, right? Let's close this. What is this, man? This guy right here, I don't think he's been active in forever. But look, Floyd Schofield is right here. So those rumors could be true, right? Floyd Schofield is in position to possibly, because this guy right here, I don't think he has fought. I remember him fight. Who did he fight? Francisco Fonseca. He hasn't fought in forever. You know who's on here and is sad? Hell of a fighter. Albert Bell. I think Albert Bell has moved up to 140. Albert Bell used to be with Top Rank. He's a big, long, 135 pound. A lot of guys avoided him. I know Abdullah worked with him a lot. But he should have been a world champion or possibly had an opportunity to fight for a belt. Unfortunately, he can't, you know. It's politics, man. You got to have powerful people with you. But this guy right here, let me just click on him. I don't think he has had a fight in forever. Yeah, he's old too. 31, 38, 4-4, Costa Rica. When was his last fight, man? Right here. Oh, nah, forgive me. He fought in June. In June, okay. All right. So they might move him up then. He might get it. Or him and will they take that fight? Would they take that fight? Do you think Kid Austin is ready for him, y'all? Do you think Kid Austin is ready for him? Right? Is Kid Austin ready for this guy? He did stop Tevin Farmer, right? What do y'all think, man? Put in the comments. Do you think they'd take this fight? See, this is why, hopefully, if Millie City, right? If Millie City gets the father on there, I gotta pull up. Hopefully, I'll be available, and I'll put it in the chat. Like, yo, would you fight Francisco Forsaken for the belt? Because that's what he might have to do. He might have to fight Francisco Forsaken for that belt. But that's probably what's going to happen. Because Tank Davis, oh man, somebody said, good morning, love you, Sha. Love you too, man. LL Cool Sha. The ladies love Sha, huh? The ladies love Sha, right? But do you think that they will take that fight? Yeah, I think they would, because they want to be a world champion. Sometimes you gotta risk it all for greatness. But I think Kid Austin could beat him, man. He's a strong, sturdy dude, man. A strong, sturdy dude. What you guys think, man? Put in the comment section. He's in position right now because Tank Davis is done, y'all. These guys ain't talking about that. Are they talking about that? It's over for Tank, man. They sabotage Tank's career. But Floyd Schofield's in position, y'all. Floyd Schofield's in position. Kid Austin. He's only 23 years old, too, man. He's a baby. He's a baby. But he's in position, man. Hopefully one of these guys get the father. They get the father on the show, right? They get the father on the show, right? And man, I never put my thing in there, man. I should have told y'all to donate to the Cash App, man. Here, I just did it now. I never did it, man. I forgot the whole time. The whole time I forgot, man. I forgot. You know, I got to talking, man, running my mouth. All right. I got to talk. I'm running my mouth, man. Yes, I'm off today, man. I've been off the whole weekend, man. I had a swollen ankle, man. My ankle was swollen. I rolled my ankle. But today's a holiday. I rolled my ankle, man, in the gym. Yeah, did y'all see my young boy? He looks good. Did y'all see my young boy? Look, let's look at my young boy real quick, man. We'll close out of this one. I want to promote my young boy. Sebastian. Y'all know little Sebastian, 10 years old, man. Hold on. Sebastian is 10 years old, right? Young green grasshopper. He's a grasshopper, y'all. He's a young grasshopper, y'all. Let's close out of some of these. We'll close that. We'll close that. All right. How's the content looking too, man? Feedback is important, man. some feedback in there, man. You know what? I'm so comfortable just rocking out for Dolo solo. If it's not none of the War Eagle Council on here, right? Like I said, I'm so accustomed to just putting out my receipts and my stamps now. I don't even. But you see, I got better with the chat, addressing the chat. But let's go to my young boy right here, man. Where is he? There goes my daughter. She killed that video. She's funny. Here he is. 10 years old, baby. 10 years old.
Weights in his hands.
Look at him.
Let's get to work. See, he got the weights in his hands.
Look at the moves, y'all.
All right. There he goes, popping his jab. See? Good pivot. Good pivot. All right. Nice jab again. 10 years old right here.
Look at him.
Okay, look at the move. You see him? Yeah. You see him?
Yeah, I sent this to my cousin. Look at the feet.
Yeah,
Right
good fade. Yeah.
I sent that to my cousin, Buddy McGirt. I told him the legacy lives on. The legacy lives on. I said, yeah, you seen that feint, cuz? Look at that feint. That was the Buddy McGirt feint right there. I said the legacy lives on. That was real smooth, man. He's a good looking little guy, man.
You see him? There you go. Let me see that feint again. I like that feint, man. I like that shoulder feint. Yeah. Yeah. This is 10-year-old Sebastian.
He don't look like much, right? See, he's the type. If you was in here earlier and I was breaking down a story about the guy that was pressing the boy on the train that got put to sleep, that's Sebastian, man. The typical tough nigga see him and think he's a pushover. They think they can get all loud and obnoxious and try to intimidate him and end up getting their nose broke. I remember I told Coach Dennis that when he first came in the gym, and I took a liking to him, right? Because I seen his demeanor. I seen he wanted to learn. And I like guys like that. I like the guys that don't look like fighters. I love them, right? Because he looks soft, right? Yeah, when you look at him, he looks soft, man. He looks like, man, I could beat him up, right? I like guys like that. Because they'll whoop your ass, man. They're dangerous. He's dangerous, man. He started coming towards the end of the school year last year. And I remember telling Coach Dennis, I think me and Joe, I got the videos on there. I was like, yeah, you always be trying to steal my guys, man. Because now Joe works with him a lot too. But, you know, I'll be picking my guys. Like, you know who my proud one was? Malachi, man. Malachi, that's why I don't, me personally, right? When it comes to working with some of these young kids in there, I work with them all. But I don't try to give them too much attention, right? Because I learned from Malachi, man. Y'all gave Malachi a lot of attention, right? Yeah, I remember because when Malachi first came to the gym, he couldn't jump rope. He was bad, man. He was uncoordinated. Yo, I started giving Malachi my magic, like Joe Dini would say, right? Yo, Malachi started sparring, right? He started learning. He learned how to jump rope. He started getting his confidence up, right? He started sparring and getting good, right? Malachi hasn't been in the gym in a while now, right? Because he got his confidence up, man. He got his confidence up, man. But I remember, man, Malachi was uncoordinated, man. He had another little homie. I think they moved, man. He had this little light-skinned kid I used to like too. I used to call him the brain, right? Because he was smart. Yo, he watched fighting, man. I used to call Malachi Iran Barkley, and I would call him Sugar Ray. But this little kid, him and Malachi was the same age. Yo, he used to watch boxing, right? He knew all the old fighters. But I think him and his mother, they moved, man. Because he stopped coming to the gym too. But yeah, I remember him and Malachi sparred, and Malachi whooped him. And he was like, yo, I'm going to get him. He was like, I'm going to get him, right? He was like, I'm gonna get him. I was like, yeah, you are. I know you are, man. You have the right mentality. Yo, the next time they sparred, yo, he beat the shit out of Malachi. Cause yeah, he went home and studied. But I knew he was, right? I knew he was off of the conversation I had with him, right? Cause right, he took his lick, right? He took his wounds and his lick, and right. I said, yo, I remember telling Joe, Coach Dennis, I said, I like him, man. He has the right mentality, right? Yeah, he knew he lost. He knew he got whooped on his sparring, but he was like, yo, next time I'm gonna get him. He was like, I'm gonna get him, right? I said, yeah, you are, man. Yeah, he went home and studied, man. Yeah, he came in, they sparred again. Man, he beat the shit out of Malachi, man. Yeah, he beat the shit out of Malachi, man. But see, that's the thing. When you work with these kids, man, some of them they end up moving or they lose their way, right? But it's all a journey, man. But I like to watch their development because that's what the boxing gym does, man. Yo, the boxing gym builds confidence because a lot of them kids come in there and their self-esteem be low. But the moment they start, training and learning, they start feeling good about themselves, man. And then if they really get good, forget about it. One thing about if you know how to fight, man, and that's why I think a lot of these dudes have a false sense that sit online and show boxing. They don't have confidence. And when you have confidence and you hold yourself with confidence, it rubs them the wrong way because like I said, most of these content creators have low self-esteem. It is what it is. They have low self-esteem, man. Right? But hopefully y'all enjoyed it. So I'm gonna come right back on. I'm not gonna mix the I'm not gonna mix it up, man. I'm gonna do the Gucci Man one by itself. This was a boxing one, y'all. I'm gonna come right back on because I gotta get my streams in today. I did not stream yesterday. All right. I'm gonna put out the Shakur Stevenson. What's the name? Shakur Stevenson literature real quick, thumbnail and all that. And then I'm going to do the Gucci Man. So I gotta set all that up. And I might even squeeze the Kai Cenat in there. Kai Cenat is into fashion now, y'all. All right. But salute to everybody that pulled up. Terry Will, Tish, NYT. I don't want to miss nobody, man. Well, did anybody else come? Whoever this guy was, Dirt Fisher. We got rid of you, though, Dirt Fisher. But this is the Source Experience, the news by Shanewz. You do have options, man. Marketing, management, media.